Good morning, dear students. Today we will study some more about the eye. The second layer of the eyeball, that is called a choroid layer. It is the middle layer and it is highly vascular and has melanin pigment present in it. This layer nourishes the eye. That is the main function of choroid. It nourishes the eye because it is highly vascular. It has got enormous blood capillaries that brings the nutrients and oxygen for the eye. The melanin present in this layer prevent the light rays from reflecting. Now the next part is the ciliary body. It is a ring shaped thickening formed from the choroid layer and located at the junction of choroid and the iris. It is composed of ciliary muscle. This ciliary muscle is antagonistic in function. The contraction and relaxation of the muscle helps in altering the shape of the lens. That is called the power of accommodation. We will study about it in the later part of the chapter. So in this diagram you can see the the ciliary body over here. This part represents the ciliary body. Next is the iris. It is also an extension of the choroid, located at the junction of the sclera and cornea, just in front of the ciliary body. It is composed of circular and radial muscle. They are antagonistic in function. It is partially covering the lens of the eye and has a circular opening at its center. The opening is called pupil. Light enters into the eye through the pupil. So you can see in this diagram the darkish part, the blackish part that represents the pupil, and the part that surrounds to it represents the iris of the eye. Next, iris regulate the size of the pupil by the contraction and relaxation of the circular and radial muscles of it. That is called a power of adaptation. This we will study in the later part of the chapter. Iris gives characteristic color to the eye, means it is responsible for the color of the eye, like a brown eye, grey eye or blue eye. This is due to the pigment present in the iris. The pattern and arrangement of iris muscle is unique for every individual. Therefore, it helps in the identification of an individual. The pupil is a small opening at the center of the iris. Pupil is called so because one can see the tiny image of him or her when looked in the eye of another person through the pupil. So when we look through the pupil of the eye of a person, we can see our tiny image inside it, inside the eye of that particular person, and it looks like a doll. The tiny image of that, our image looks like a doll or small doll. Therefore it is called therefore it has been given the name pupil. Next is suspensory ligament. These are the fibrous structures whose one end is attached to the ciliary body and the other end is on the lens. These structures suspend the lens in position. So in this diagram you can see the suspensory ligament. They suspend or position the lens in between the ciliary body. Next is about the lens. It is a transparent biconvex crystalline body located just behind the pupil. It has transparent lens fibers which have lost their nuclei. Lens can change its shape according to the contraction and relaxation of the ciliary body and adjust its focal length. Lens helps to converge the light into the retina. That's all for today. The rest we will discuss in the next class. Please watch this video once again and read the concerned topic from the book. Have a nice day.